Okay, everyone, Shore House recap
Shore House recap.
to do with lightning and
Clouds. Last week we did desert part 1 and part 2, crucial building materials for a shore house. This week, clouds and lightning, or lightning and clouds. What has lightning got to do with building a faithful priest?
lightning is the received illumination, understanding, and revelation of God from God to man. It's a clear and convincing, powerful, shocking delivery of truth in its fullness. So what lightning does is it connects your spirit and your soul in a unity of oneness, like a marriage, because that's what man is made up of, to create the mature Son of God.
That sounds like a key connection.
So it's heaven and earth coming together in oneness.
Well, that's got to be good.
It's the delivery method that God uses to connect with you directly.
Revelation.
It's super convincing. When you get revelatory truth, it's so powerful. You can't be unconvinced. You're totally convinced.
That's true. You can't be talked out of it. It's undeniable.
When the soul gets taught by the Spirit and they connect properly, it's amazing. The Christ, the new creation man, is heaven and earth in constant communication and contact. The lightning man.
The lightning man.
If you've ever been hit by revelation from God, you'll have noticed that it is full of love. It's a massive,
Yeah.
blessing. It's amazing because you feel like you've been told secrets of the universe. And he's just like, bam, bam, bam. Here you go. Turns out it's not supposed to be rare. Lightning is supposed to hit the earth constantly. Therefore, we are supposed to be getting lightning, revelatory knowledge, and love from God constantly. It's supposed to be normal.
Yeah. Revelation.
What God does is he creates this perfect storm internally, an imbalance where the soul is unsure, and then it turns positively towards God,
Yeah.
towards the Spirit of God that's in you, and asks, and then BAM! Revelatory knowledge. So lightning is spirit understood and revealed through man. That's how it happens. You have to connect with the soul. It has to be in a man. It has to be earthed in a man
Lightning needs something to strike the earth. Revelation needs to hit a man.
to light up.
So no man to receive it, no revelation. Kind of important.
When we speak revelation, we light it up. Give light to the darkness.
Because lightning, when it comes down, has to find something to receive it on the planet. A mountain, a building, a tree, a person. Revelation knowledge, looking for a man to hit.
Yeah, if it's not received, it doesn't light up. To receive it, you have to agree with it. Could hit you and not agree with it, it doesn't light up. It doesn't fully work that way.
How would you not agree with it?
Jesus Christ is a man of lightning.
He is.
John the Baptist was a man of lightning.
He was.
It in fact was their diet. They were spirit men.
John the Baptist ate locusts, and the Greek word for locusts is like lightning.
Like lightning.
Turns out the revelation makes ordinary people extraordinary.
Because revelation, lightning, is the mind-changing food.
So the renewing of the mind is a lightning operation.
So to be a lightning man, you need to always be open and connected to receive God. You need to be willing to receive it. You need to be willing to let God change your mind and zap you through spirit to soul in a connection of oneness. It's not supposed to be rare. It's supposed to be constant, the norm.
In the Gospels, the day of the Lord, it talks about as the day of the Lord gets bigger, lightning just increases.
Just to emphasize, it's not supposed to be rare. It's supposed to be constant. You're allowed to receive.
Don't be scared of supernatural revelation.
Yeah.
So how are we going to look at clouds now?
Yes. Tell me, why clouds?
I will.
Okay.
I'll tell you why clouds. Clouds. In the natural, clouds, people ignore them, but I googled it. Clouds control the Earth's environment. They control the temperature. Clouds are a massive influence. So it's in the natural. In the Old Testament, spiritually, clouds are cool. Exodus, one of my favorite cloud stories, God's face appearing out of a cloud at the Egyptians. That cloud, Jehovah's face appearing out of the cloud, had massive
influence.
Turned an army around. That same cloud, when it moved, the whole Israeli nation moved. That cloud had huge
authority
and
influence.
Old Testament clouds, massive influence, affected everything. The cloud of his presence in the Old Testament, pretty cool pictures. Now, New Testament, big change. The cloud that was external becomes internal. That cloud becomes a man, because the Bible says that the fullness of the Godhead dwelt bodily in Jesus. The glory cloud now is inside him. He's actually housing the cloud, and he had huge
influence.
Massive influence. The nature of it changes from external to internal, but the operation is still the same. Actually, it gets even stronger. And then Jesus goes to the leader of the Jewish people. He goes, you're going to see the Son of Man coming on the clouds in glory. Modern Christians are still looking for that event. Now, unfortunately, that event happened 2,000 plus years ago. Do you want me to tell you how? Because he was saying, you will see to that leader. So that was him. And so what happened one day is Peter and John walking down the street, and their shadows healing people, and they're preaching the kingdom. They're preaching about Jesus. The leader of the Jewish nation looks at Peter and John. He's looking at the cloud. The cloud's become a people. It's manifested in these two guys for a start, and there's the glory of God. Once again, internal, inner people. They had huge
influence.
Acts chapter 2, the people, the early church, the New Testament, that cloud became a corporate man and started in Jerusalem and then spread out. Like we said at the start, clouds have influence. That cloud has spread now, and 2,000 years later, it's covered the whole planet. Nations, laws, activities, environments, massive influence. Massive influence. That's them.
Yeah.
Today, we're the cloud. We used to have a little saying, Jesus Christ appearing in a cloud near you. So while people are still waiting for a cloud to come down from heaven, cloud's already here. And so we house his presence. One of the lines in my notes, I love it, it says this: a cloud is the visible evidence of the presence of another realm. For a long time, church trying to get to heaven. More accurately, heavens trying to get to earth is actually here, but it's inner people. The manifest presence of the Lord's inner people. So we've had a little bit of a wrong mentality, trying to get the cloud to float up. Cloud needs to float down. We're better off coming down, being influence on the planet. With the cloud, it's awesome. We house his glory. Do you know how to make a cloud? How are we going to get a people to become a cloud? Well, the first thing we've got to do is get people to ascend. So that's ascend in their thinking and their paradigms and their understanding and their mentalities. There's a psalm that says, lift up your heads, O you gates, and the King of glory will come in. Are people with their head down, beating themselves up, not feeling good, victim mentality, sin conscious? That's not really a glory cloud. Got to get a people that know better. Got to get a people that get some revelation and discovered they are the living temple of the God. They're a cloud. They house his presence. Lift their heads up, go whoop. It's a good time to be a Christian. So we're here for influence. So that's how you get a cloud. You got to get the saints, the church, through revelation, head lifted up. Got to break all the natural paradigms. Get some supernatural paradigms. Get some good thinking. Get some good understanding. The Bible says that we're already seated with Christ in the heavenly places. So feet on the earth in heavenly places. We're a cloud. We don't have to leave the planet to become a cloud. We can just float around right here. Revelation is a cloud builder. Without revelation of these things, if they just information, it's not going to build a cloud. But if these things become revelation, if we really start to believe this stuff, that we really do carry his presence, that we really are here for influence.
Because with the revelation, his presence grows.
Every time revelation comes, he gets bigger in us. That's what we want. The bigness of Jesus in his people. So summing up, the cloud, it's the visible presence of another realm on the planet. It's the visible evidence of the realm of heaven on earth. We are the visible evidence of the presence of another realm. That will become more and more evident as the revelation grows in us. He gets bigger in us and the glory increases.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. We're not here to escape. We're here to carry his presence, and we're here to release his glory globally. The cloud, what a beautiful picture. And so the faithful priest, the sure house, one of the things the faithful priest is a person who understands he carries the presence of God powerfully in him for influence. influence. Clouds affect environment. We affect environment. Houses, families, relationships, towns, cities, nations. It's what we do. We carry influence with us. Huge influence. And right through human history, the church has been a huge influence maker. And now today, with the revelation that's coming now, it's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So where we go, we carry his influence. We're not black clouds. We don't want those negative atmosphere people. No. And we're not empty clouds.
Yep.
We're glory clouds.
Truth and love are a massive influence. It's what everybody wants. It's what everybody needs.
People are reaching for truth, and the truth they're looking for is in the people. They're looking for all sorts of things through science and technology and all sorts of areas, but the thing that the Lord's provided that houses truth is his church, is his people. It's not just a massive influence, it's a massive responsibility. God's answer is his glory in his people. So in summary, revelation, no day of the Lord. Every time there's revelation, big or small, he appears. And where does he appear? In a people. We're a cloud carrying his presence. I love that picture because it makes him of substance. It's not all about us, it's all about who we carry. The Bible says he's put this treasure in an earthen vessel. We're just a vehicle that carry his presence. What a job. Next time we're going to finish the series off and recap
Mountain
and rivers. Love you guys. Have an awesome week, month, year, whatever you need, and we'll see you next time.
Yep.